Hey, I'm Coffee Bum, but you can call me Coffee. Nice to meet you. So, it's that time again. It's Childe's birthday! My favorite character. He's from a game called Genshin Impact, which I have been playing on and off a few months after its release. If you don't know what Genshin Impact is, it's an open-world RPG with an overarching story where you, the player, are searching for your sibling after being separated for half a century. Along the way, you meet a colorful cast of characters who each have their own stories you can play through. Childe is introduced to us very early on in the story, and we constantly have run-ins with him around the world. I, however, fell in love with him and his character the moment he showed up. His birthday mail solidified it for me. With Art Fight happening in the same month as Childe's birthday, I wasn't sure what to create. I had wanted to make a comic or maybe even a little animation, but seeing as I took forever to edit my last video and the short time frame I had, that was not happening. Still, I wanted to do something. While I was thinking about it, I realized I hadn't done July's calendar and decided to make it child-themed. Even after that, I still didn't know what to make. Then I remembered my first video from 2 years ago. Back then, I drew a speed paint and went out to buy stuff to celebrate Childe's birthday with my plushie. Now that I'm home with my family, I wasn't sure if I could do that again. As a joke, I told my parents about it and said I wanted to do it again this year. And to my surprise, they found it funny, so I decided to start planning with that in mind. Still, I didn't know what to do, but then I ended up staring at that first drawing for way too long. I can probably make it better. Perhaps. Let's redraw it. The first thing I did was really think about what I didn't like about my old piece in order to figure out what I wanted to change. The first thing I noticed was that it seemed too stiff and simple, which makes sense since I wasn't used to drawing men or drawing consistently in general. I also wasn't satisfied with the coloring. I remember wishing it didn't seem so flat and wanted the colors to be more cohesive with each other. Something else I didn't like was Childe's proportions. His hand still aggravates me to this day. I remember struggling to draw it even with references, resorting to using my own hand to figure it out, but in the end, it looked too small for him. Finally, I had originally wanted it to seem like Childe was celebrating with family, but it barely seemed like it. After that, I knew what I wanted to do, so I only did 2 thumbnails. For one of them, I used a photo from Pinterest as a reference since I wanted to play with perspective. I had recently done this piece for someone on Art Fight, where I did some foreshortening on their character, which I'm very proud of to be honest, and wanted to do it again. As expected, we have Childe at the seat of honor with his younger siblings, Tusser, Tonya, and Anton, on either side of the dining table. On the opposite side, I decided to draw Lumine, one of the 2 travelers you can play as, with her faithful companion Paimon by her side. I could have drawn her twin Aether, but since we're a Lumine household, it didn't feel right to do that, so I decided to stick with my girl. I purposely gave no one but Childe and Tusser faces because 1, we have no idea how their siblings look like, and 2, I wanted to keep Lumine's face a mystery. If I remember correctly, we have seen her feel wistful when interacting with siblings or reminiscing about her travels with Aether. In Nodcry, we really see this as Lumine reunited with Aether and ended up breaking in somewhere they weren't supposed to be in. Unfortunately, it turned out not to be him, and was the Abyss taking advantage of her feelings, knowing she will let her guard down around Aether. I believe once she meets Childe's family, she would feel a mix of emotions as they share stories and interact with each other after being apart for so long. Lumine could feel like an outsider as she watches Childe catch up with his siblings, and long to do the same with her own brother. But then the next story that comes up is one that catches her attention. The validity of Tusser going to see the Mr. Cyclops factory in Liyue. Anton doesn't believe such a thing exists, which prompts Tusser to defend himself. Not only did Childe bring him there, the nice lady and Childe's letters accompanied them too. Besides, Anton believes people in Liyue are made of stone and eat it too, so he has no right to make fun of Tusser. Tonya, being the big sister she is, would probably try to get Tusser to calm down. Not only is their big brother home to celebrate his birthday, they had company over too. Childe probably wouldn't mind Tusser's antics and actually enjoy just being around his family, while Lumine would appreciate the warmth Childe's family brings. She's so close to the end of her journey, so close to finally being able to reunite with her brother. Taking a moment from facing strong foes and saving nations to celebrate the birthday of someone who she once viewed as an enemy feels like a nice change of pace, especially when they didn't do such an extravagant celebration. Childe, on the other hand, would be relieved to still be able to celebrate his birthday after being away from home for so long. Sure, he's not as close to his parents and older siblings as he used to be before he fell into the abyss, but at least he's surrounded by people who genuinely care for him. Lumine and Paimon were the only ones to actually care about his disappearance anyways back in Fontaine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Childe too, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Childe's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
He may seem like the type to want to do a big celebration, but he would greatly appreciate small get-togethers like this more. He does like to go ice fishing despite being a powerful Harbinger after all. He also gets to spend time with Lumine, someone who he feels close to. I mean, he once told his younger siblings in letters that if he could, he would leave everything to go adventuring with her. He even wanted to go save Lumine from another Harbinger in Nodcry, but was only stopped by another so he could focus on protecting innocent people. In this brief moment, Childe gets to forget all about his duties as a Harbinger to instead celebrate his birthday with his favorite people.
I think I
Wow. Look at him. And we got him a candle and a pen and a cake. Wow. Wow, such a handsome boy. It's his birthday.
His birthday, July 20th.
Or everything's set up.
Everything's set up.
Wow. But no lighter for him. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Yay! It's done. I had hoped this video would come out on Childe's actual birthday, but better late than never, I guess. I did make a short to post on his birthday to compensate for it. I'll be honest, I haven't been drawing consistently, much less coloring consistently, so my colors may seem lacking. Still, compared to the old drawing, I'm more satisfied with the newer one. Like I've said before, I had originally wanted Childe's younger siblings to be a part of the old drawing, but didn't know how to include them. It's why we have Tonia's hands holding a candle, Tusser holding on to Childe's arm, and no Anton in sight. Hopefully, the casual and warm atmosphere I wanted to portray is more noticeable this time around. I kind of went on with the story I thought of behind the drawing this time around, so I do apologize for that. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and the art. If you're interested, here are my socials, where I plan to post more often. With that, have a good day or night, and I'll see you soon. Bye!